Okay. This time, I believe my microphone is actually turned on. I did a stream on Thursday? Friday? I don't know what day, but it turns out that my microphone had reset and, yeah. I was pretty sure I turned it on, and I thought perhaps I forgot to turn it on because my cat jumped up in front of me just as I hit go live. And then, it turns out that I specifically made sure to turn it on just now, and, yeah, it absolutely was not working, so I had to go into the settings and change default to specifically my microphone, so somehow it reset at some point. I don't know how that happened, but the Windows update did happen in between the last time I streamed before the mic mess up, so I don't know what's happening. How are you guys doing today? I am struggling. At least it looks like my blinking is happening right this time, so I might have to reset my camera tracking again, because I did get up to get a drink, and I've got a drink in front of me, which is probably messing up the tracking quite a bit. But yes, hi, we are returning to Camp Chibi today. And just let me take a drink. I should probably take my meds too, before I forget. It's almost that time. I forgot to take my medicine on Saturday, and it screwed up my entire weekend. Just don't do what I do and forget to take your meds. Oh my god, I'm flying all over the place. Ugh. Apparently tracking does not like it when I drink things. Oh god, eyeballs, please. This tracking, guys. Oh, hello, Silver 1754.
Silver 1754 is visiting the island.
Oh, hi. Try to see over the. I gotta find a different spot for those. Hello, how you doing? Can I just call you Silver? I hope you're having a good day. We're working on a little chibi thing here. There were some rocks happening last time. Since you're new, you probably haven't seen it all. We are presently working on the background, and this will be a commissionable your character here for later. But hi, welcome, thanks for the follow. We're gonna go back to painting things. Fantasy! Hi! I am on the wrong tool. How you doing? I'm guessing you couldn't get the same username here. I will have to remember that. It's gonna confuse me forever. But it's good to see you here. Hi. Hi. I'm so excited. I have this dark brown rock here that I'm going to turn into. The other rocks are going to also match. I don't think gray rocks... I don't think gray rocks really work in this area. It's the wrong kind of stone. So we're gonna go with browner rocks. But we're just working on the background now. But thank you for coming by. I'll try to remember to post my going live to Skilltree more often. But yes, you get to see Nameless in action. I need to update the avatar because it was made in an afternoon by my roommate who doesn't really know much about the character. But I think he's good enough for now. Yes, Chibi Nameless is adorable. He's so cute. His little lipstick. And his booties. The boots have gone up in price by 25% because of all the tariffs. It's infuriating. It's like, I'm saving up for these guys. Ah! Stupid old dumpster fire. It's like, America doesn't need help burning down its White House. It's just gonna do it on its own. I might fall into silence as I get into concentration here. But that's bound to happen. So if I go quiet, maybe I should let people on the regular server know that I'm streaming too. I didn't even think to post there. I'm not used to chilling myself out. We're just doing the, I don't know, it depends on what you like doing, but some people might find this the boring part, but I really like painting, so I could say doing the boring part, but it's not really the boring part. All of it's exciting. I wish I hadn't put these highlights on this bush, by the way. Well, thank you. Thank you. I am so glad you're here. It's a lot easier to stream when there's someone to talk to. I'm also not used to having somebody to talk to too, so it's kind of strange at the same time as being exciting. Let's try and reduce the brightness of this a bit, because it's put too much. Or maybe we just have to increase the foliage. Graham might rip her tail out at Conquest. Is Graham going this year, or is he going the same year you are? It's next year, right? It's nice to have another skill monkey around. I met a couple of skill monkeys at my my local Ren Fair type thing. But they weren't on the Discord. I told them to join the Discord, but I don't think they did. Let me guess, he posted about ripping off the wings of the fairies? Seems like a very grim thing to do. Well, I hope that that when he goes, that we all have the fun that we want to have. Somehow I'm an honorary fae. I don't know. I get mistaken for a fae at Conquest too. So, I guess that's not surprising, but a lot of them have horns. I just happen to be a demon. I should have just continued pretending to be a fae to all of the fae so that, I could spy on their meanings. That would be fun. Pretend fae. Although that could be very dangerous later on down the line. putting way too much effort into these leaves back here because they totally get covered by the tent. Yes, the Fae are pretty tricky, but I can just curse them too. But the Fae are the only people who can fuck with others magically. None of them have experienced Demora magic yet. I think I'm probably gonna get more involved with the Mages Guild this year. There was somebody I was supposed to meet last year, and I never got a chance to because they didn't end up coming back, and then I had to go, and then I never ended up coming back. That's just how Conquest be. It's not long enough. Conquest needs to be like 2 weeks. Although I think people would be too tired. But god, that would be so much fun. 4 days doesn't feel long enough at all. And, like, I was on build crew, so I was there for, like, almost a whole, well, an actual whole week, yeah. I was there Sunday to Sunday, and it still didn't feel like enough time. And with the way my planes are and the public transit for me to be able to get to my international planes, I might still have to show up and just help with build crew on the Sunday anyways. Whether they like it or not. I also don't want to be an inconvenience. It's one of my biggest fears, is being an inconvenience to others. It's like the soonest I can, the only time I can get to Toronto is on the Monday or the Friday, and then if I take the Monday flight, I basically don't end up in a place to where I can get to Conquest until Wednesday morning. Which really sucks. Spiking people with the Meow Potion is a lot of fun, it seems. I can't express how funny that was, and my poor Incubus was just so confused. He's like, they're reading smut, but they're saying meow at the end, and I don't know whether I should laugh or feel things. Little situations you don't know whether to laugh or cry. I'm gonna have to work extra hard to be able to earn enough to go again next year too, so that I can meet you as well. Do you know what you're doing for your character yet? Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. You showed me that that outfit you asked questions about. How easily I forget things. I apologize. I've had a lot on my mind lately. Why am I struggling? It's probably because I've been painting rocks all night on a different picture. I'm not in plant mode. Went into vibe mode. Oh, that song always ends too early. I need to find more music like this. But I'm poor and I can only afford the free stuff. Not having a great time painting these leaves back here. Perhaps we will move on to trying the branches instead. Let's put these on a new layer. And I think we'll grab our leaf brush and just go ham. I keep forgetting that you can't really see in that corner. And I need a lighter color for this. Oh, too light. Too dark. I'm trying to get a balance between distance and detail. These will all be colored later. And probably blurred out quite a bit, honestly. It's so hard to see because I have these lights pointed at me. So that you can see my avatar doing stuff for the tracking. Oh, I see, I had tried to paint some back here. Totally messed them up. Is that on a separate layer? No. Let's fix that. Bring that back into the background again. Back to our leaves. "1:45 p.m. for you. It's 8:45 a.m. for me." Now to... Oh, did I shift my whole background? What have I done? There we go. And these leaves will be behind this trunk. Layer, get a bit of dark color. Yeah, it's 8:45 in the morning. It's actually a bit late for me right now. Normally I start streaming at 7, but we had a time change yesterday. So we're actually an hour ahead of where we were. Which is vexing, because I've lost an hour of sleep. But it also means my internal schedule is all discombobulated. Yeah, it sucks. I wish we wouldn't do that anymore. Like, there's no need. The whole reason that we used to do the time change was because people needed more daylight shopping hours, but that's not really a thing anymore. That's because we have this thing called electricity. The world runs 24/7 anyways. So we should just do away with the time change, because all it does is cause more traffic accidents and more stress on people. And I am all for getting rid of sources of stress. These trees. Yeah, like, there's already enough scientific evidence to prove that, statistics to prove that the time zone change just, all it does is cause accidents, stress, heart attacks, death. Because people are tired, their schedules are messed up, or they forget to reset their alarms, so they're driving faster. So many problems with it. And, like, not even all the provinces in Canada change their time. We should all just set ourselves to the right time zone globally, the correct one that we should be in, and not change it. And then there's no confusion, no missed alarms, and all that jazz. Sorry, I think I was painting off the screen again. The way I have this set up. Yeah. I really need to work on that. Need to remember. But sometimes the way I have the canvas set up, I can't see everything that I'm doing. Particularly in this far corner off to the side here. tree can't decide whether it wants a branch or not. I think it needs branch out here. Branch. This way. This needs to be a branch. This wants to be a branch. We need a branch right here. Just Bob Ross the shit out of this. Bring in some of this lighter color here. Brush. That's not our leafy brush. That is the airbrush. That's better. I need to go here and erase that. Lock the leaf there, and then we'll go in and throw down some basic shading. I know that looks terrible. Trust the process. As a matter of fact, it helps if I don't use the eraser. I saw that Captain made your name green in the server. I wish he would get rid of that horrible blue that's on Cora's name, because it hurts my eyeballs. With your background being the same color as your foliage. Oh! This is why you're supposed to paint the background first and move forward in your painting. So that you don't have to try and go through your background while putting in light and shadow. Yes, like, I think it's Osbin has the nice blue. But that, like, just straight up Unicode, just straight blue is painful on dark mode Discord. probably zoomed in a bit for this. The reflections on my screen are making it very difficult for me to see. I might have to clip all of my tree trunks and foliage out of the background. Let's actually do that. I like to try and do everything on one layer. But I don't think that's going to work with how backwards I've done this whole painting. My hand is shaking. Turn off the leaves so I can see what I'm doing here. This is going to be a very messy cut job, but I'll just clean it up later. It'll also be a lot easier for me to get all these bushes painted in properly. Struggling to see. The background is so dark. I've got lights in my eyes. Well, thank you for watching the ads. I don't have a thing to tell me when they're coming up. I know some streamers do. I don't. I haven't figured out that technology yet. I'm not. You didn't miss anything though, Fantasy. Don't worry. But I appreciate you watching the ads and being patient through them. I don't know how often they play. I do remember trying to set it so that they don't play that often. But my settings could have been reset at some point too. I'm just clipping out the trees out of the background so that I can paint around them. more easily. I like your raccoon there. Rack attack. I've messed up my toolbars. Gonna have to separate this into layers, and I have messed up my workspace. There we go. And we're going to go back in here. Actually, yes, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back in here and we're gonna take out these trees back here and this little bush area back here. And I think we can just do this. Then you can cut this, paste it there. We're doing some funky layering shenanigans here. Oh, wait, no. Alt. Cut these trees out. What have I done here? You know what? Let's just do that again. I'm not sure what I'm doing. That's what I want to do. I want to cut the trees out. These should be these trees, which means we're going to go back into this layer. This is why it's important to plan your paintings beforehand. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit messy because this, I think we're going to take this section part, cut it out, paste it here. So this should all be, nope. No, then we need to merge it down. There we go. That's all that section. And the trees have their own thing going on there. Erase that. Alright. I know it looks really messy. Trust me. I have a vague idea of what I'm doing. I do much prefer to paint all on one layer, but sometimes that is not an option. But this is why we have layer technology. See, look at these nonsense trees back here. They're just a mess. But this way I will be able to go in. And turn this off, turn this back on. And this is where part of our magic happens. Helps if I'm on the right brush. Go in and fill in the areas that we cut out. And you happen to know that there's a little bit of path here, if we turn that on. But I still want to fill in the gaps. And anyone who's coming in will be like, what is this mess? Trust me, guys, there's a painting happening. Just can't see it yet. Now we'll turn this back on so I can see what I'm doing here. What I was trying to do was have beams of light coming down, but I think it needs to be more at an angle like this. So we'll just shift that angle slightly with a Y brush. We'll go back and fix in that other layer in a moment. Look at that, it changes the whole vibe of the forest. Just changes everything. just wanted a bit more light coming in the background here. Alright, then we go in and we fix the trees. Now that we know which direction our light is coming in from, back here. Oops. Lock the layer. We can bring in a bit more of that light coming in from the right direction. As a matter of fact, I'm going to quickly do that and fix up this branch that you'll probably never see because it's going to be covered by leaves. But I will know. I will know that it's right. But by having the branches in the background actually be correct, you'll know that when you're painting where your leaves go, and then it will look more realistic because you'll have a reference point. It doesn't need to be accurate or clean. I mean, it needs to make sense at least, but... Say, have you ever seen a branch in your life? Good enough. And back side of the tree, of course, is going to be darker. I am not happy with this branch, so we're going to take it, we're going to turn it a little. Higher, lower, regular, stretched out a little bit. It's too much like arms. Still don't like it, but that's alright. Things happen sometimes. Let's try fixing the other branch. Maybe that's what's bothering me. Let's turn our leaves back on, see where we stand with those. See, it really stands out now. I have something in between. Thank you. Come on. Program. That's what I want. Yeah, I'm still not happy with everything that's going on here. We'll start throwing in some shading. Of course, I forgot to turn on the layer transparency lock. Okay. This section of the branches is lower. This section of the branch has got some shade on it. Okay, is my layer transparency on now? Good. Thanks, fantasy. I'm just struggling a bit. It's one of those mornings. Branch here. Too many leaves. Let's try patterning with this instead. My brain is struggling this morning. I wasn't planning on streaming today either. I just sort of decided. So maybe it wasn't the best decision. You can see this whole section just needs to move. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing very well right now. Oh my goodness. I see a section I need to fix there. Right up here. Never mind. I'll just leave that the way it is. Look, there's a tent in the way now. Oh. I don't think my brain is very much enjoying drawing at the moment. Oh, bits of rocks and whatnot. Oh my god, my mouse is broken too. So it keeps double and triple clicking. I think it's just gonna be a short stream for now. I have to feed the cats anyways, otherwise they're gonna start destroying my universe. And, I don't know if I'm gonna, maybe we should. We should find someone to raid. Is there somebody on? Well, I think I'll just be raiding Brush for Hire, so we're gonna go to there. Yep, I will definitely pet the cats for you, Fantasy. I'll go do that. I'm gonna raid you in Brush for Hire. He does miniature paintings and, well, not miniature. He paints miniatures. Those are the words that I wanted. Yeah. So, /raid. I like to raid C-Not Brush. He's a sculptor. Or C-Not Bush, sorry. I usually like to raid him, but he's not on right now. I'm probably still a little bit too early. But I will see you next time. Thanks for coming by, Fantasy. I appreciate it. I will try to remember to post a stream when I'm streaming next. Probably tomorrow morning, maybe, depending on whether I'm awake or not. But I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming by. Bye-bye!